So, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has officially been cancelled. The game just released its final story content, and we finally got the last cutscene for episode 8 of the new DLC. And what do you know, the leaks were true. Batman and the Justice League did in fact survive the events of the main game. And it turns out that Batman, Green Lantern, The Flash, and Superman were all clones. And the only person that really died was Wonder Woman. Now, I'm a huge fan of the Arkham series. Batman Arkham City is one of my top 3 favorite games of all time. And to be quite honest, I didn't even play the Suicide Squad game until this year, which worked better because the game's last story content just dropped, so it's kind of convenient that I decided to pick up the game just now. I've never really been a fan of these live as a service games, and I'm still baffled as to why Rocksteady pivoted in this direction. It's such a far cry from their single player Batman games, which have really good stories, action set pieces, and pacing. So that's why I never really felt entitled to pick up this game. But I finally decided to try out this game this year since it was for free on PS Plus for the month of January. And after seeing that final Suicide Squad cutscene, it's left me feeling pretty confused to say the least, and kind of worried about Rocksteady's future. At the time that I'm recording this video, I only got up to about chapter 4 of the game, where the gang has to find Lex Luthor in some alternate Metropolis universe. And honestly, I was just kind of playing the game to mess around with friends and just, laugh at the game, have a good time, critique the story with my friends, and see the cutscenes. And we also wanted to get the context behind the infamous Batman scene. But after hearing about the news just now, I've lost motivation to continue playing the game, because my main issue with this ending is that it kind of retcons the entire game's events. So it kind of does not have me intrigued to keep playing because I know there's no real payoff. But I probably will continue to finish it just for the sake of it, since I'm almost done with the game. While I'm kind of relieved that they decided to spare Batman from his unceremonious death, it still feels like a desperate attempt to try to appease the very few fans that Rocksteady has. It feels like Rocksteady just kind of kept Batman alive as like a safety net just in case they wanted to pivot back and do more Justice League games or Batman projects in the future. And to be quite honest, Batman Arkham Knight already wrapped up Batman's story perfectly, gave him a sense of finality. He finally put the criminals to rest, he said his goodbye to his friends and allies, and he faked his death to protect his identity, his family, and the people of Gotham. So bringing him back now just kind of feels repetitive. If Rocksteady really plans on making another Arkham game, seeing Batman return again in Gotham would be odd, And even weirder would be seeing him fight criminals in Metropolis or any other city, since his identity is already pretty much public knowledge at this point, since all of the citizens found out his identity at the end of Arkham Knight. I feel like the situation that Rocksteady has right now is that it's this play, so to speak, is kind of a lose-lose situation, the play that they've made, because even if you spare Batman, the fans are still gonna get mad because they know that Rocksteady is gonna tarnish his reputation even more. And even if you kill him, they're still gonna get mad because they're gonna feel like Batman got a stupid death. So this is kind of just a lose-lose situation in the end. And with the recent release of Batman Arkham Shadows, it seems more inevitable than ever that we might get another Arkham game, one that's more in line with the console games that we all grew to love. But honestly, I'm not really optimistic for what Rocksteady plans. It feels like Rocksteady's glory days are just behind them, and I think it's better off to put the franchise to rest and stop pissing on Batman just like they pissed on The Flash. And here's the thing, even if Rocksteady did plan on keeping the Justice League alive, as the leaks had suggested, why even bother with this whole Kill the Justice League storyline? Were they planning to expand the game's content through DLC? Did they panic after the game's reception and just decide to retcon it at the last minute and pull the plug on the game? I think that's the main issue I have with these live as a service games. It feels like the story is always neglected. They just prioritize the online features and microtransactions, and then they craft the narrative afterwards, which is pretty disappointing to see, especially coming from a really good studio like Rocksteady. But with all that being said, it'll be interesting to see what they do next. My guess is that they're either going to try to revive the Arkham series, or they're going to play it safe and try to do a remake for the old games and have that remake appeal to modern audiences. And they're probably just going to try to make successful remakes like all the other companies have done, like Capcom with Resident Evil and Sega with Yakuza. So it'll be interesting to see. It's tough to say for sure what Rocksteady's gonna do next, but I feel like they should just tackle something new and just make a new, fresh project. Maybe they do a Batman Beyond game in the style of Arkham. I think that would be cool. I think we could use a new Batman Beyond property, especially since the Batman Beyond animated movie got cancelled. So I think that'll be cool if we got Batman Beyond game. That would be pretty interesting to see. Or maybe they focus on a solo game with one of the Justice League members. But anyway, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you hopeful for Rocksteady's future? Do you think they're done? Let me know what you guys think down below, and thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you all next time.